Welcome. I'm excited you are joining me for a subject that is dear to my heart and that I love. I'm Sheehan of Millennium Education. For over 20 years, I have been teaching medical intuition and giving medical intuitive consults. I've won awards and I'm internationally recognised. Medical intuition has also been taught at Queensland University. From the thousands of requests I have for sharing my knowledge of medical intuition, the most requested is hearing about the body and client stories. I agree, as this is how the brain learns, and we all love actual examples. So it's with great pleasure I give you these profound insights. You might want to grab a pen and paper so you can write notes. Know that as I share this wisdom, your innate will tap into the healing gift of medical intuition. I ask you to tune into your body and accept the love and healing that is offered. So take a big breath in now and breathe all the way out. Sit down and relax and enjoy this extraordinary work. There will be links you can click onto to contact me for courses, workshops. Or if you would like me to speak, please email info@absoluteempowerment or click the link. So let's see what the body says. Many times I'm asked what is the absolute and why I use that word in my emails or writing a letter or teaching medical intuitive courses. So I want to share what it means. The absolute is the totality of all things. I'm just going to say that again. The absolute is the totality of all things, all that is, whether it has been discovered or not. It is conceived as a unitary state of external cosmos and internal spiritual consciousness. It can be seen or acknowledged by the human mind. The absolute is the ultimate reality, in contrast to the individual finite objects, known collectively as relative. To summarize, the absolute is referred to as the all or the oneness. The oneness refers to the experience of the absence of egoic identity boundaries and the perception of the absolute unity of all matter and thought in space-time, or one's ultimate identity with love. So just to abbreviate that, it's saying the absolute is all totality of oneness, everything known and unknown, and is all related to love. It is a world of non-duality, which is parallel to the absolute. This unification of consciousness yields to a supra-consciousness, expressing itself in the unity of thought and reality. It is described as an experience of thought, creating reality which feels like omnipresent or one. As consciousness grows to encompass all, the ego or separate mind becomes relatively insignificant. As this transformation occurs with the evolution of the human race, the seeker passes through like an ego death. This is related to the number 13. What that means in medical intuition is that as we allow the old stories to go, to be released, you become closer and closer to knowing who you are, and that you are one with everything, the flower, the chair, another person, that there is no separation. And if there is no separation, then you can have your heart's desires. As this death occurs, many old patterns and outdated systems and lifestyle choices will surface to be dissolved so as to create a new birth or beginning. The emotions are critical to this process of evolution and progression, as they are the core blueprint of creation. Emotions, when broken down, are emotions, or energy in motion. In simpler terms, this is a transference of fear to love. In this process, the separated ego and mind can illuminate illusions, and reality becomes distorted. It is then up to the individual to decide what is real and what is their own personal truth, and be self-responsible for that truth, with no blame on the outside world. Let's give an example. It's very easy to blame a parent or a teacher for why you have not been able to do or be your heart's desire. But when you connect with the Absolute, the old stories do not have the charge that they used to. And it's like you take self-responsibility to see the story as old, rub it out, and start again, and rewrite that story again that you can be, do, or have. So I'm going to give you an example. When I was in year 11, my second last year of school, I was told by my English teacher that I was the worst writer and that my English was very poor. So I kept a hold of that story, and I made it my egoic identity, the illusion of separation from my core truth. As time would have it, throughout my history of being a soul having a human experience, I learnt that that story was no longer valuable or my identity. As I connected to the Absolute of myself, I saw that I could write. I loved writing. And now in my profession as an international medical intuitive, I write for many magazines, blogs, websites, as well as my own. You cannot exercise much power without gratitude, for it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. Power is really love, and gratitude is the art of loving. The value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting you more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot long keep yourself from dissatisfied thoughts regarding things as they are. The moment you commit your mind to dwelling with dissatisfaction upon things as they are, you begin to lose ground. If you focus on fear, limitations, and poverty, your mind will act accordingly, transforming these thoughts and manifesting them as if you were drawing them to you with a magnet. To allow your focus to shift to the unloving means to become that which you perceive. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it becomes the best with the law of attraction and the law of gratitude. Faith is crucial for such manifestation, as faith is born of gratitude. Those who are grateful know there are always gifts and miracles in everything on this planet, no matter what the illusionary experience. So absolute and absolute empowerment is the state of being grateful, loving the situation or circumstance, and knowing all is perfect, complete, and unlimited. For more information about medical intuition and how you can live the life that you love, click the links at the end of this presentation. Thank you so much for listening. It's been a real privilege to connect with you.